So we have ice maker now working on this one and not cooling. And it's a Samsung fridge, a pretty nice one. So a bunch of ice was under the ice maker there. Like a block of ice here. And according to Samsung, you're supposed to buy a whole new ice maker and a control board to update the software. And that usually doesn't fix the issue. Usually the problem is this drain line gets clogged and you're getting water. Like start building up the ice back there. So the best way is to replace these drain lines on the back of your fridge. And here's the kit number. So I already have the fridge pulled back, but basically just take the back panel by the compressor and you see those tubes right in front of you. And that should fix the ice maker. Sometimes there's a gap here, so if you shine the light through here, and if you see the light shining through there, you shine from there, and then this one looks good. But yeah, a lot of them basically getting warm air through here. That could also accumulate the ice there. So we need to caulk with the clear silicone that gap. So that would cover the ice maker. Now for the not cooling in the refrigerator section or leaking under here. Sometimes you see snow bulging, ice bulging through here. You need to defrost it for a couple days. Turn it off. Pop this cap off. There's a screw there, and then there's a screw there. And then the panel just pops off from the sides basically. But some of them have this the water filter here. So to do that, you need to press these tabs in. Let me find it. Yep, right there, right above the wheel. This one right here. You gotta press this one in, and this one in, and this will separate. And then you can leave the water filter housing in there. This panel will pop out and come out, and we'll get to that screw. Okay, here you go. Just use a flat screwdriver. Try to push one tab in while lifting up, and then another tab. And keep holding the pressure, and you see these tabs just go in like this. This guy comes out. Here you go. I guess there's 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. And one under this cap. And if you defrost it well enough for a few days, then it should come off fairly easy. Okay, I got my screws out, so we start working at the bottom, and the top drops down. And maybe still some ice there. But usually there's cables there. You gotta get these cables unplugged, get this panel all the way up. One-handed. What happens, sometimes you get noise brrr, before the cooling stops. That means you're getting ice around the fan motor. And then because this little guy is not long enough, basically need a longer one. This is the heater, so this tube gets warm and the ice doesn't form in it. And if you start getting ice in there, it starts overflowing, then it leaks there and you get water there. So we'll fix your cooling and leaking. If it's super soaked, sometimes you need to dry out the styrofoam. Very rarely you have to replace the whole styrofoam panel, but usually this heater extension there you go. So you got a longer one that comes with it. This one, just gonna have to cut this off. So I'll take something like this. Oops. Now I'll fill inside. And I have to fish it out. But anyway, there we go. Okay, ready for a new one. Sometimes if it's too long and you feel like it's not going all the way in, it depends on the model. Sometimes you have to bend this about 1/2 inch, just bend it if it's not going all the way in. Okay, here you go, it's in. This one's ready. Okay, these plugs, you can mix it up, you can mess it up. They only go one way. So the panel, first you push the top in. And then you press in the bottom. Hear a little pop, it's in. Put your screws back in.